Finally, Rigathi Gachagua, the deputy vice president, was removed from office. It was a long debate, and now it's gone. Now the big question is Gachagua's downfall karma following him or betrayal? That is a big question. Let's look around the life of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua had started betraying people far back when he was in the days when he was in the university. Those student leaders, son leaders who were leading the demonstration during Moi's time, he was the one who would sneak to State House, as it was recorded by Buki, one of the person who was with him in the university. He narrated how he reported them, how he used to snitch about them to State House. And that is how he ended up becoming a DO when the other people were languishing in jail, and how he rose and became the right-hand man of Moi. Would it be the karma? You know, as you do things in this world, you accumulate karma. If you are doing bad things, you are accumulating bad karma. If you do good things, you accumulate good karma. So his life from the university, and let's see, even when he became a DO, there were so many things which were reported, like, for example, like that, a DO accused of levying bar tax. Bar owners in Kiamba division have now to contend with a new tax collected by the area chief and his team of administration policemen and decreed by the DO. And the DO happened to be Gachagua at that time. So he levied the bar owners, others. There were so many things which were done during that time. Okay, he was a DO under Moi, and actually, even the Kikuyu served in Molo. It was reported that they served because he was being used by Moi. Purported even some cassettes were reporting that he was Moi's son, but that one is yet to be told. There is a resemblance, but I cannot ascertain to that. So even farmers were distressed over the deal with the DO. The DO wanted some kickbacks from sugarcane farmers, and it was when he was in the Western. So is that the karma following him? Moi, because Moi liked him, so when he was preparing Kenyatta, he made him the PA for Kenyatta to prepare him for presidency. And that's what he said. He was close to Kenyatta, and being a PA in Kenyatta, he had some great influence where actually he amassed some wealth. But here, during the campaign, what the same man was saying.
Tunakuomba kwa heshima. Umebaki siku 8. Kuja hapa Sagana State Lodge. Na ukuja na makaton, uchukue vitu yako utoke uende. Wachana na sisi. Wachana na sisi. Wewe rais umeita mkutano pale Gicheha. Ukaita wazee hapo. Ukasema Rigathi Gachagua atajua wewe ni rais wa Kenya. Ukatisha Moses Kuria. Ukatisha Dede Nyoro. Ukatisha Kimani Ichung'wah. Rais, mimi nakuomba. Mimi Rigathi Gachagua nimekusaidia mwaka 20. Wewe nilikutoa kwa baa, nikakuunda mpaka ukakuwa rais. Miaka hii yote nimekusaidia. Wewe umekuja kutuumiza. Umekuja umeniwekelea makesi ya uongo. Umekuja umeninyang'anya pesa yangu. Sasa baada ya kufanya hiyo yote unatisha mimi ati nitajua wewe ni rais wa Kenya. Mimi Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kuomba nikiwa hapa Nyeri.
You can imagine. That is true. This was the man, he was his PA, now insulting Kenyatta that I brought you from the bar, that I made you a president. Now, even when you are a PA, you are supposed to be royal. There are some of the things you have to know of your boss. You don't go spilling outside. No wonder, maybe that was the reason why he was chosen over Kindiki. All the Mount Kenya leaders wanted Kindiki. But Ruto had crafted, he knew it was an attack dog. So it was used specifically to spill that venom about the president. Would that be the karma? That is a speech 8 days before election. I want you to continue listening to that speech.
Usiue sisi vile baba yako aliua JM Kariuki.
What irony? What irony that this is the man you have been with. Now you are turning saying that he is a killer. It behoves and you wonder. So those are some of the things that he said when he was attacking Uhuru Kenyatta. And he even continued to attack him. That is the inaugural speech when you are supposed to give hope to the country. After he had been sworn as a president, as a vice president, this is what he had.
I want to tell the people of Kenya, President William Ruto and all of us who have worked with him, take no credit for this victory. It was not possible for us to win this election. It was through the hand of God that today an ordinary child has been sworn in as president. I want to thank the people of Kenya for their resilience and for their determination, for rejecting to be intimidated, for rejecting to be coerced, and for saying that the will of the people is supreme in this republic. Your Excellency, President William Ruto, I must tell these people the truth. Despite the fact that you are a hard worker, you have passion to serve, you are zealous, you are a go-getter, the journey ahead of you is not rosy. And I want to ask the people of Kenya, the way you prayed for President William Ruto to be elected as president, please continue praying for him and his team to be able to start the economic transformation of this great republic. Our new president and his team have a difficult task ahead. The truth of the matter is that we have inherited a dilapidated economy that is facing almost an economic shutdown. We have a 10 trillion public debt. 6 million Kenyans have no employment. 14 million Kenyans are in CRB. We have a...
Now, this was a speech after he had been inaugurated as a vice president. This was the time you are supposed to give hope. We had international community, we had presidents from other countries, visitors, and you are spilling your beans that you got a dilapidated economy in front of the visitors. Is that the karma which is following you, Mr. Gachagua? At least you could have had decorum to give the Kenyan people hope instead of spilling that. It is karma. They have gone, yes. Again, they have gone direction now. This is what you have to tell the people about shareholding.
Yenu iko kidogo. Na watu ya Jubilee, it is true. Mimi ndio mtu anapanga maneno ya shares kwa serikali ya William Ruto. Ninakuanga naye hapa kwa mfuko. Rais akisema nataka tuangalie fulani, nasema ngoja kidogo rais, narudi kwa mfuko naangalia shares, tunakubaliana. We want you to be shareholders. So we are going to open up the share market in 2027. Nyinyi mkuja kwa soko, mchukue ile hisa mnataka. Si iko namna hiyo? Tutafungua shares yetu in 2027. It will be open. Watu ya Taveta mkuje mchukue zile shares zote mnataka. Tukimaliza uchaguzi nikuje tena na calculator niweke mawe mpya tuhesabu.
Now, that is exactly said it in black and white. About this shareholding, telling people that if you never voted for us, we have nothing for you. Indeed, that was moral, but I don't know whether that is impeachable in any way. You could have been saying, and I thought when the defense, its defense had really watered that down. It was what they had signed in the agreement. But the way he talked was revengeful. And I want you to listen to how he was talking to people, Samburu.
There is nothing. Huyu ni shemeji yangu, najua mmeoa kwetu. Ningetaka kumsaidia, but where do I start? Nitaanzia wapi? Wewe kamketi wewe ndio rafiki yangu, lakini ulikosea watu ya East Pokot. Ulichukua hiyo watu yote uwapeleka Azimio. Sasa kwa hii serikali ya William Ruto, you have nothing. Kubalie.
Now, that is after, as a vice president, though, I mean, they were doing together, because if he was found guilty about that, Ruto is also guilty about it. So the people had their own issues. And then another person other than Uhuru, the man he wronged, a man who's an enigma in Kenyan politics, Raila Odinga. He had to spew, he has been spewing bitter venom. But then, what happened?
Ya tano. Si hata mzee wetu amekuja, tumemwalika. Sasa kuliko aende ya kwa kiti yake, anataka kuingia marais mahali wamekaa wale wamechaguliwa. Na hii mtu, kuna mtu amemchagua. Sasa ile nyumba, hata Kipchumba huyu na waziri hawezi ingia. Ni marais tupu wamekaa. Marais wamejaa pale. Ati anataka kuingia pale akae na marais. Sasa watu tunauliza, huyu ni rais ya wapi? Na
you know, even Robert Greene, in his book, The 48 Laws of Power, he said that be careful with the powerful because they are well connected. He has been spilling all this information about Raila, not knowing that Raila is an enigma, well calculated. He said that he will take care of all this. He will prevent him from going to State House. He has been fighting that he was there. This is, without Raila, Rigathi Gachagua could have not been impeached. When Raila went together with Ruto, he had already sent MPs. So this is karma following Gachagua. Gachagua should blame himself because he touched the anointed. There are some people you don't need to. Raila is well connected. Now he continued to humiliate. This is a man he has been humiliated.
Ndawili historia yake ni mbaya. Ama mnataka nimkubalie? Nimkubalie akaribia rais. Sasa mimi naenda Colombia kutafuta soko ya kahawa. Alafu nipite Cuba. Lakini nimepanga. Hiyo ikulu nimeweka mitego kila kona, kila mahali nimeweka. Na niko na watu wa kunipigia simu. Wakionekana tu karibu naambiwa. Kwa sababu uwezi mtu ameharibu serikali 4 umkubalie akuja ya 5. Si ataharibu. Nimesikia.
Now, that he had put all the traps. So Gachagua was putting his own traps, which caught him. You know, and this one, I remember the story of a man in the Bible who had planned to kill Mordecai. Even he had put a gallows where he was going to hang Mordecai. Little did he know that the king remembered the good things Mordecai had done. And then he was forced to take him around because of the pride. Mordecai was honored, the man he wanted to kill. And finally, the gallows he had prepared was the one who was put there. So, was he really betrayed? I think it was karma. To me, as much as it is, but Gachagua's downfall is pure on his karma. That's my thought. But you have your own opinion. You can say.